What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kevin on stage, and my brother Jason Frederick sent me this story about a prophetess, a fake scam artist prophetess, who scammed a lady out of $100,000 by telling her that she had to pay back tithes for some sins her ancestors committed, and she had to pay tithes 10 years forward for the same sins her ancestors committed. The lady paid the woman. First, she paid her in checks, and then the prophetess told the woman, God don't take checks. God only accepts cash. So she took money from her husband, her kids, all types of stuff. Didn't tell her husband because her husband would have got mad, she said, and then eventually found out that the prophetess was a scam artist. Now, what did the prophetess use with the money? She told the woman she was using it to build her ministry. Her ministry was a Jaguar S-Type. Her ministry was at Nordstrom's in all fancy clothes and jewelry. What is happening here is the same thing that happened with the pastor who told the people his penis was filled with holy milk. People are not reading their Bibles for themselves. God hasn't punished people for the sins of their forefathers since the Old Testament. You've got to understand, and even then, never did he use tithes to cover up for sin. You didn't ever pay tithes to cover up for your ancestors' sin. And whenever in the Bible do you pay tithes 10 years forward? Now listen here. You don't even have to pay back child support longer than 5 years. How could you go all the way back to your ancestors' time to pay for their crimes? Back child support only goes back 5 years. Trust me, I know. I've been in child support hearing case for a family member. I pay for my kids. But a family member, I was sitting there and I was like, you can only go back 5 years? Only 5 years, but apparently back ties goes all the way back to your ancestors. Your ancestors. And you got to pay tithes 10 years forward. And what is this about? God only accepts cash. Okay, now I'm upset at the scam artist prophetess, but I'm more upset at the person who didn't know enough about the word to say, you know what? No, like that doesn't make any sense. People, you got to read your Bible for yourself. That's why it's called a personal relationship with Christ. Now this woman is out of $93,000 for some fake sins, and the other prophetess is now in jail. What do y'all think? It really makes me ashamed, man. I think, personally, it takes away the credibility of legitimate ministers when people take advantage of people in the name of God. That's what makes me upset. It's people who legitimately could have help or want to give or sacrificially, all that stuff, don't want to now because they can't trust the leadership that God is really using. I'm upset, obviously. You got to be more careful, guys. You got to be more careful.